How can someone know their passion?
Alright, go ahead.
Ikigai. You know what an Ikigai is?
Nah.
It's like a Venn diagram, but with 4 circles. One
Okay.
circle is like, what are you good at? The next circle is, what do you love to do? Third circle is like, what does the world need?
Mm-hmm.
And then the
you
fourth
find
is like,
overlap.
what pays you, I think. Yeah, just find the overlap.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it. So if you are good at being strong and you like to take care of people,
Mm-hmm.
and the world needs security, maybe you could work as a security guard. I'm just,
Yeah.
obviously, that's
I feel like this whole passion convo has gotten like very popular recently, and I think the hardest part is like trying to differentiate purpose between passion. Because a lot of people have a lot of passion for things that have no purpose, or don't have enough purpose in things that are like very passionate about. That makes sense. So
I don't
like,
know that part. What do you mean by that?
so like for example, somebody's very passionate about like building like car towers, and I guess it doesn't have much purpose behind it. Unless, I mean, you could probably still find a purpose that there's a will, there's a way, but like it's gonna be very difficult to like
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
or like they just go through the motion, like somebody's like a lawyer just because they're good at being a lawyer, but they don't like being a lawyer, so like there's not much passion behind it, but they just do it just because it gives them the money. So like that's also like the other side of the coin is like that sucks. Like, now you're stuck in like a position that you hate, but it's giving you money. So that's probably that's where the combo of like crying my Ferrari came from. Like you're rich and stuff, but like you're not happy where you at. So that's when your purpose lacks that's when your purpose lacks passion.
During college, especially, people are always like,
I need to find my passion. I need to find my purpose.
Oh yeah, college is school in general is just like so like I never liked school, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's too like they're trying to make it all like one size fits all, and then also they're trying to rush you, and they don't give you enough time to like even explore what you want to do. Like they make you like get into it, and then as soon as you get into it, like you're stuck. Imagine being on your 3rd year and you're like,
I don't want to be a medic no more.
like what are you supposed to do? Like now you got debt, now you got societal pressure, like you might as well finish, and then you're gonna be finishing and then doing what? You know what I'm saying?
there's got to be a way to figure out, like, to dip your toes in all, like every single pot.
Mhm.
That makes sense. Enough to know that you don't like it,
Yeah.
without spending that much money and without doing all that time.
Mhm.
Yeah, people pressure themselves on like finding their purpose. I find myself doing that too. Like, what do I want to do? What do I want to make of myself? What do I want to be? Passion comes more with, it's a balance of like introspection and action. So you do things, you realize you don't like it, good. And you think of things, you realize you don't like it, good. So it's just a mix of just reflecting and trying new things.
Also, your passion like can change. It's like people think like passion like it's be one stuck thing.
Yeah.
You gotta know like what it is. You gotta stick with it for the rest of your life. Like nah, it doesn't have to be just one thing. It could be multiple things, or it could be one thing that keeps evolving. Like you may be just passionate like it's working hard, and that could be applied to anything. For me, like I loved playing basketball, and I loved just knowing I was like working harder than everybody. So I had a lot of passion behind just knowing I was working harder. And then whenever I decided to change my direction, that same passion carried on to whatever else I was doing, like whether it's real estate or video editing or content creation or whatever it was. But that passion still carried on. So it's like you gotta be flexible with it. But
I mean, the world isn't perfect where like you find a perfect job that you love, that pays 6 figures, you know?
yeah, you gotta sacrifice here and there. You can't have everything your cake, you know what I'm saying? And everything could be exactly your way. There's gonna be give and take. As long as like you're giving, or as long as you, I guess, taking more out of it than you're giving, then you will still be like, you still have that fire with inside of you. So
There's a lot of people that have like a lot of fire, and that gives them that skill. You play a sport, and have you seen those players on the field that are like, you can tell like they have the fire, or like you can tell that they're passionate about the sport. Just the way they're walking and everything, the way they're complaining at their
there's like an
teammates.
aura,
Yeah, so those tend to be the best players. And as, like, one thing I figured out about soccer is like, as you go higher up in the leagues, I'm not a pro, I'm talking about like field, rec, travel, school, you know, as you go higher up, you start realizing like things get more competitive, yes, but the better players tend to be more passionate about what they're doing.
Yeah, the higher level you go, the more people like you there are, like in terms of skill wise. Like at the top level, everyone's like a great player. So then what differentiates them is just basically just effort and passion.
I used to play religiously, and then like I don't know what happened. I think that just, I don't know, but I know people that like would wake up, eat, breathe, just play soccer, or wake up, eat, breathe, work out. I don't know. Those tend to be the better players. That's all I'm trying to say.
Also, for me, in my experience, I feel like the best passion has always been like something that's outside of myself. It gotta be something that I'm constantly chasing, but almost can't achieve ever.
That itch.
Yeah, it's like it's something that keeps me going. Like it's like have you seen that diagram of like the donkey and like the carrot on the stick? Even though that diagram is a whole different thing, but like if you're yourself holding that stick and like you're also the donkey, I guess you're constantly going after like the carrot, but you never really reach it. But that like chase of trying to get to that carrot is like really what's like the I feel like where passion really gets it, because once you achieve what you're going after, it rubs off like pretty quickly. So as long as you got something that you're constantly chasing at and that you low key can't really achieve, or like are close enough to touch but aren't like able to grab, I feel like that'll keep you going. going, that's a good way to find your passion, like something you want to do that's like very challenging for you. Also, it's another thing. It gotta be like a certain skill level. Like if it's too easy for you, then it may not be as passionate about it because it's too easy. You go through the motions and you just achieve it.
Some people like things that they're good at though.
Yeah, it just feel like
You're limiting yourself.
yeah, I just feel like you won't really like it'll be hard to get to a higher level if you just are good at it, unless like you're just somehow the best at it. It gotta be some struggle for it, so you can put some effort behind it, so you can start becoming better and improving. If there's no struggle behind it, there's no point in evolving because you're already good enough. So yeah, that's me.
Camera guy said, "What is a way to build a strong mindset?"
Okay, well, in my experience, I feel like the best answer would be just challenging yourself and putting yourself in scenarios where like it's unorthodox for you to be in that scenario, and then seeing like what would I do here. If you feel like doing something but you're scared of doing it, that's the best time to do it, because then that's when you learn the most by yourself. Like, oh, actually, I can actually do this. Like, I can actually act like this. Or I can actually be in this scenario. So just challenge yourself, and then constantly jumping out like off the cliff mentally. That makes sense. Like jumping at the opportunity that you see up hand. But yeah,
I feel like it's a lot of remembering like your values. If you're put in a scenario where you say scenario? Yeah. I say scenario.
Isn't that how it's spelled?
SCENARIO. I said tomato. Bro, scenario. How do you say it?
Scenario.
Okay. Anand, how do you say it?
Yeah.
Great.
Let's see if they were lying to me.
Scenario.
When you're put in a weird scenario, remember your values. It's like remember why you started, or remember why you're there in the first place.
Yeah.
If you're in the gym, remember why you started, and then you'll do that extra set.
I feel that.
That's what helps me build a strong mindset. But for you, it's like jumping in the cold water.
Yeah, just jumping, like just challenging yourself, and then seeing how you act in new scenarios. Like I love putting myself in like stuff I would never expect myself to be in.
That builds character too.
Yeah, you just learn more by yourself like that. Like if you're always doing the same thing, then you're just going through the habits, and I don't like that, because like we all have one life, and like once you start getting the habits of stuff, it's like you basically like stop living for real.
I'm not the kind of guy that like to go to new places and eat. Like I don't like doing that.
Oh yeah, I love doing that.
Like if someone else is paying, okay, but like I'm not gonna spend money on something that like. Remember we got the orange chicken, bro. There's orange slices in the chicken. I didn't know that.
But that makes it more like of a gamble for that makes it more like exciting. Like I spent this much money. Let me make sure like let's hope it's worth it. And it's like, oh, we missed, damn, or it hit. Like yo, there's like a low key spot in you.
Like you're doing like a Yelp review. I'm random places like, oh, I went to this gas station and
A review on a gas station is crazy.
oh, I went to Best Buy. Like the Geek Squad was very helpful. They like helped set up my TV after I got shot.
Damn, it's crazy gas station.
So it's more of like knowing what you don't like to know what you do like. I think I'm a picky eater though, to some extent.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's too vast of a world. What?
Eat
Cockroach? Oh, I thought
Nah. I would eat a cockroach.
I wouldn't do
I would
that.
eat a cockroach.
I don't know about that.
I would eat a cricket.
Nah.
Or like a larva, like an egg. I'd probably eat that. Nah, I wouldn't eat that.
Yeah, I try caviar.
Yeah.
Caviar sounds like a little
It's
fancy.
expensive.
Yeah, I just want to try this cause like I just like trying stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Guys, I'm not cheap. I don't want people to think I'm cheap. It's just like
No, I'm cheap.
if
I ain't
there's
gonna
Chick-fil-A, right? Like I'll keep going to Chick-fil-A. Like it's good. Like why change?
Like a mom and pop chicken shop though.
A mom and pop chicken shop?
It could be good or
I'll
bad.
go.
It's like half the price.
Yeah.
I'll go.
But it's twice as good. I'm going to that.
I'll go. It depends on like where I'm at. Like if I'm on a rush to go to class, right? I'll get Chick-fil-A. I'm not gonna try something new in case. Yeah, but if I have free time and like I'm in the mood, I'll try something new.